Hey, and welcome to Top This, the show where we bring you some of the best things to see and do across central BC. I'm your host, Sam Nelson. Thanks so much for tuning into the show this week. On this week's show, we are taking to the skies on the hunt for the best way to get off the ground. We are on location here at Treetop Flyers Ziplining and Chase just outside of Kamloops. Now, ziplining is one of my favorite ways to get off the ground. Tons of fun, but I'm facing a little competition on the show this week from our reporters in Chilliwack, Kelowna, and Prince George. We'll hear from them coming up a little later on the show. First, though, we're going to throw it over to Merritt. Now, everyone knows planes are a great way to get in the sky and enjoy some scenery, but our reporter Vanessa Ibarra has found a ride that's a little more exhilarating. You sure about that, Vanessa?
Sure am, Sam.
Here in Merritt, we have miles and miles of rolling hills and farmland as far as the eye can see. And while there's nothing wrong with planes, what we're about to jump into today gives you the perfect bird's eye view. No wings required.
Reaching speeds up to 200 kilometers per hour, and with the ability to hover, fly forward, backward, and laterally, you'd be hard-pressed to find an aircraft providing a more up-close, wide-range adventure than the helicopter.
I must admit, I've never actually been in a helicopter. A little nervous. Should I be nervous?
I'm taking this trip, Jess.
I've been told I shouldn't be too nervous. Why is that?
Well, once you get airborne, it's a very stable platform. Okay, and you can do a turn right on here, and then you start flying. It's really easy. It's comfortable. Jesse's a great pilot.
Good to know. We hope so before we take off here.
With 7 choppers between its Merritt and Hope fleet, there's nothing these babies can't do, with Valley helicopters also undergoing surveillance, pipeline control, dousing forest fires, and more. Of course, taking the odd time out to savor breathtaking views below.
You get to see a lot of places. I did 6 years in the Arctic, so I've been from Inuvik to Baffin Island in the Arctic and all through BC and Alberta, and you know, if you wanted to, it could be international, and there's no better way to see the world.
A world one must suit up for.
All right, Jesse, so what do people usually wear when they go up in the air?
Well, we have headsets, and I'll wear the helmet. I have a flight suit that maybe we can throw on you today.
I was going to say, you usually wear this in the wintertime, but
yeah,
I want
spring,
the full
fall,
experience here. So.
Summer, and it's even got the Valley Helicopters logo on it. Suit up in that.
Okay.
It's fireproof, so if we ever went down a blazing flame, you'd be protected.
What a gentleman. Risks his life for the lady.
We're going to put our headsets on. We want to put our headset on, and we want to have this mic within about an inch to your mouth.
No turning back.
With the last check made, it's time for takeoff.
Oh my God.
Less than a minute into our flight, we're greeted by wildlife.
That's amazing.
A spotting one is almost guaranteed to make.
We do see a lot of animals sometimes. Deer are hard to spot because they blend in very well. We catch a lot of moose a lot of the times crossing lakes and in rivers. You know, a bear sticks out, pretty obvious.
Soaring over miles of ranch lands, rivers, and cliff tops, a helicopter's journey is as open as the eye. If you can spot it, chances are you can land on it.
Just this rock here. What do you think? Can we land there?
I think we can do it. Oh my gosh.
There you go. Now you can get out and get married.
Why do you think Merritt, but also seems across BC, North America, helicopter tours are really catching on the last little while? Why do you think that is?
In some places they are. Like in Hawaii, there's a lot of tours. Grand Canyon. I was there a couple of years ago, 18 to 20 helicopters. It's a tremendous vantage point to look at it from a helicopter. You can go land on some of these places we can't with an airplane.
An experience that also takes adrenaline junkies to new highs.
We can do some pretty steep bank turns. drop off the hill a little bit. I know my stomach's not very good and I always got sick at the carnival, but we can kind of customize it to however people like.
A customization I'm soon regretting. Note to self, next time simply enjoy the ride. One that for these pilots never gets old.
I've always liked to run equipment of the helicopter. It's the ultimate piece of machine.
It's just maneuverability, freedom to go to different places.
What do you think?
Amazing.
Cool.
Besides one small hiccup, definitely the best way to hit the sky. So thank you so much for inviting me. Awesome. Well, I'd like to see you guys top this.